Good morning and welcome. Welcome. I'm filming this at 7:56 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on March I don't know today's date, the 15th. Okay, so Sunday, March the 15th. Whenever you come across a message is when you're meant to receive it. Remember, not every message will be your message, so only take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else to appreciate. Please and thank you. I do see that. I do say the he, she pronouns just to keep the storyline straight, but feel free to change the genders as they fit. This is all energy. We all embody both masculine and feminine energies. A he can be a she and a she can be a he. All right, so let's go ahead and these are not my favorite topics, but I'm being called to do this reading. Okay, so what is their overall feeling for you? Let's see what their overall feeling is for the collective. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What is their overall feelings for the collective? What is their overall feelings for the collective? We have the Seven of Pentacles. So someone can feel like they're working hard for your attention. It's like somebody is trying to do something maybe independently so they can invest more into you. It's like somebody sees great rewards with you here. Like they're ready to lock it down, but I feel like this is somebody who is just still not ready, or they feel like they're not good enough for you as of yet. Okay. What are their thoughts? What are their thoughts about the collective, Holy Spirit? What are their thoughts about the collective? We have the Seven of Cups, excuse me. So this is somebody who wants a new beginning with you. This could be an ex of yours. It's like somebody could have been weighing out their options. They could have had you like waiting. At the same time, they have been trying to grow emotionally or even financially so they can come in emotionally for you and tell you their feelings, okay? I feel like somebody is waiting for the right opportunity to do this though. I feel like this is an energy that does need to work, not even a harder, but I feel like this is somebody who is going to take longer than you would like or they would like to come in with an offer. Like I feel like this is somebody who is completely in their head all the time. Like this is somebody who do have like a lot of options. And I feel like here, collective, you're nobody's placeholder. You can definitely be out the way, but this is somebody who is envisioning all the things that they can have with you, all the things that they want to provide to you. What is their heart? What's their feelings towards the collective? What are the feelings towards the collective here, Spirit? What are their feelings towards the collective? We have the Hermit. So someone feels that you're very wise. Okay. I feel like you bring out a different side of this energy. I feel like this is somebody who sees that you take care of yourself and they know that they could possibly be in some sort of like headspace. Like their overthinking is getting in the way of approaching you. It's like somebody feels like they're not completely ready. They can feel isolated or outside of you as well here, collective. But somebody truly does admire you. They admire. Why can't I get my words right? I feel like this is a person who wants to tell you something, but they don't know how to say it. But I feel like this is somebody who knows that, it's something that you speak deeply to their soul. Okay. And this could possibly scare this person into like isolation sometimes. Maybe you haven't heard from this person in a while. Or maybe this person knows that the conversation is going to be deeper than they're ready to receive. So I feel like this is somebody who has stepped to the side because they know that they don't have what you want. They can't offer you something that you want. And it's because they are fully in their head. I do feel like this is somebody who feels like they're not good enough for you, though. Yeah, this can be somebody who is definitely like playing around, playing the field, but it's more so on a physical level. With you, I feel like they have a deeper connection, so they know they can't come in and play with you the way that they play with other people. Maybe at one point in time, this is a person who puts you in that particular type of category. And now they're starting to see that you are not the same. Alrighty. And what is their soul feelings about the collective? What does their soul feel about the collective here, Holy Spirit? What do their soul feel about the collective? We have the Eight of Wands here. So this person wants to move towards you here, and they want to do it very fast, but I feel like they know that they're not fully in alignment with you, or they feel that you are in alignment with them. This could be scaring this energy. Definitely. But I feel like this is somebody again that is still trapped like in their head, and they just want everything to be perfect. But what's perfect, right? I feel like this is somebody who has a lot of overflowing emotions for you, good and bad. I think you scared this energy. I feel like you do. But this is somebody who you could have dated at one point in time. It was very fast. It was quick. It was like, now the movement is a little bit more detailed because you're not in the same energy. But I feel like this is somebody who still knows that they need some work to do because you're not in the same energy. I feel like someone approached you quickly, thinking that you were in the same energy here, collective. And the moment you informed them, like, um, nah, I'm not dealing with that. This is somebody who quickly retreated because they thought they was going to be able to repeat some sort of cycle or pattern with you. All right. So what's going on in the real world in terms of this connection here, spirit? What's the action that this person wants to take towards the collective in 3D? We have the Nine of Cups. You are this person's wish fulfillment. Okay. This person is very much satisfied with you, but I feel like here, collective, they feel like you're not satisfied with them. And it could be because they are dragging their feet. Like the fear and the overthinking is getting in the way of this person coming towards you. I feel like this is somebody who needs to work more so on their emotional stability, but they see you as being very emotionally stable, which is why they can't play with you. This could be an energy that is still in some sort of playing position, okay? But this person sees a bright future with you, okay? This person knows that they can be very happy with you, and they want to take a leap of faith towards this position, but it's something definitely holding this person back. What are their messages to the collective? What are their messages to the collective, Holy Spirit? We had the Four of Cups in reverse was trying to come out. What are their messages to the collective? We have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like someone definitely wants to present some sort of commitment to you. but they're still in their like beginning stages. This is somebody who still wants to kind of play the field, but they know they can't. Once they present something to you and offer to you, they know they can't play with you. They know that this is not something that they can play with. So they may still be in that player energy here, collective, to where they want to offer you a stable connection, but this is somebody who could also be trying to also focus on their financials. Again, because with the Seven of Pentacles coming out up front, like, with their overall feelings for you, somebody wants to be able to provide for you, at least for the least amount financially, or even for themselves. What else? What's their messages? What's the messages to the collective? What's their messages to the collective? We have the Four of Pentacles. It's like this is somebody who wants to control the narrative of the way that they enter your life, the way that they exit your life, the things that they do while in your life. This is somebody who is very obsessed with possessions. I feel like this could be somebody who could also see you as a possession here. This is why they're trying to get their money up. It's like somebody is focused on a lot of 3D material things here, collective, when I feel like you can possibly be a little bit more high valued than this individual. And I feel like this is the reason for the hesitation as to why they are not coming towards you. Yeah. What else? What are the messages towards the collective, Holy Spirit? We have the Two of Wands. So this is somebody who is planning a future with you. They want to move forward with you, but they also have two paths to choose. To move on with you, okay? Confirmation. To move on with you, but this is somebody who have to learn how to make better decisions, especially when it comes to their their emotions, their intuition. They need to follow their intuition. Yeah, this is somebody who is completely in their head. We have the Magician. I feel like this is an energy who can manifest a lot of things here. This is somebody who wants to actually connect with you here, collective. I feel like this is somebody who is very logical as well and resourceful. But this is somebody who is still in like maybe some sort of power dynamic with themselves and with you. All right, now we're going to tap into your energy here, collective, and see what's going on with you when it comes to this connection. Oh. Uh-oh. I feel like here, collective, you're the type that recognizes both the discipline and consistency, even when the outcome isn't perfect. So if this is somebody who is being very distant from you and it can feel like they're pushing you away, that's because they are. They're pushing you away though because they're in a headspace. They know that they can't give you what you want. I feel like you're very high value because you're a very high value person. Okay. You could have worked on these things over time. Maybe you had to also go on some sort of hermit, disconnect for a while from dating and going out and doing all those things so that way you can center and ground yourself. Okay. I feel like you definitely moved in the right direction here. You grew in ways in which this person may have not felt like you was going to. All right. So, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what are the feelings that the collective have for this energy? What are the feelings that the collective have for this energy? Let's see. What are your overall feelings for this energy? We have the Queen of Cups. I feel like you are very nurturing towards this person. And I feel like you have a lot of hope for whoever this is. I feel like you're very grounded. I feel like, I feel like you know that this is an energy that is very loving towards you, okay? But it's also something where you're carrying, maybe you understand that this is somebody who is very that can be dangerous to your heart because they're inconsistent in theirs. But I feel like you have a lot of feelings towards this person. I feel like you're very calm when communicate with them. Like, I feel like you just want to be in their life to help them heal. Like, you don't have to do this alone kind of energy. What is the collective's thoughts about this person, their situation? What are their thoughts about this person? I feel like, collective, you feel like this person is a burden. And it's going to take a lot of work to kind of get them out of their own headspace. I feel like you look at this person as being extra responsibility, and this could be the energy that this person feels as well. They feel like they are a burden. They feel like they would be extra responsibility. They feel like they haven't grown as much as you. Again, like I said here, collective, there could have been a separation, and someone could have felt like you was in the same energy, in your same past energy, but you aren't. I feel like if you allow this person to be back in your life, it will be a lot to deal with because somebody is still in that having options kind of energy, not still being afraid to fully commit to a connection, and it will be a struggle. And I feel like you know this. Okay, what is the collective's feelings towards that person? We have the Ace of Wands. Interesting. I feel like there's a potential here. Okay. I feel like you feel like there could be potential, but it's only if this person get out of their own way. I feel like because this person's in their own way, they block new beginnings with you, they block new opportunities and even growth. But I feel like it's something that where you believe in this energy, and it could be followed by that Queen of Cups, where you have compassion, you have hope, and you can see something great in this energy, but it's like they got to get out of their own way. I feel like this is somebody who is always in their head, but if like when they're not in their head, they are something magical, like it's something great. I feel like you can possibly miss the sex with this person too. I don't know why that's coming up, but yeah. What does the collective soul feel about this person? What does the collective soul feel about this person? We have the King of Cups. Yeah, you might be in a energy of not being able to stop thinking about this person. You just want to come in and support this energy. It's like you can deal with a lot. You're very empathetic towards them, but it's certain tolerance here, collective, that you have or that you will not tolerate. And that's that control, but that's also your boundaries. I feel like you have to have like very stern boundaries with this energy in order to keep some sort of balance in your life, in order to, remain emotionally balanced for yourself. I feel like you're very empathetic towards, but I feel like this person is suffering and you just want to be someone that's there to support them emotionally. But I feel like this is an energy that is going to continuously, push you out the way because they know that they are going to hurt you. But that Eight of Wands, they know that they're going to hurt you because they're just not ready yet. They're still in like this reckless kind of energy, and they're not following their inner compass. Okay, what actions in the 3D is the collective going to take towards this connection? You're moving on. Either you're moving towards them or you're moving away from them, but I'm picking up moving away from them, leaving what's behind you in the past. Yeah, I feel like you've changed too much for this energy to allow yourself to go through, maybe the trials and the tribulations that you once went with this person with before, especially if this is a past person. Yeah, especially if this person is still in the energy of sleeping around. You're definitely not going back. You're definitely removing yourself from this situation, and you're releasing all the baggage that comes with it. Like, this person is not worth your mental health or your emotional health, anything. That's how I see it. hmm So, what are the messages that the collective want to tell this person? We have the Page of Cups. Oh, topping the Page of Pentacles. You want to tell them that they missed out on a great opportunity, something that could have been a new great beginning if they would have just believed in themselves. hmm That this could have been new love for the two of you. Okay. I feel like collective at one point you were very curious as to where this could possibly go. But like I said, somebody is still standing in their own way. What else? What else? What other messages would the collective like to tell this energy? They put you through hell. They put you through hell. Okay. If you haven't already done so, you want to tell somebody how much they've, how bad they made you feel by being in the energy in which they were, by playing with your emotions, your feelings. And I feel like this is going to take a lot of courage for you to do this because you don't want to hurt this person's feelings, but it's a test of faith. I feel like here, if you're not able to tell this person what you have to say, to then move on to a new, healthier love, and they continuously retreat because they feel attacked, then you already know that's your answer. This is not the person that you need to be trying to backtrack with or anything. It's like you've already made up your mind as well. You already made up your mind as to where this energy is at and where you are, and it's just going to be too much. Too much. You will have to have very, very strong boundaries with this energy, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to follow it. Mm-mm. And I feel like that there's better for you out there where you don't have to deal with all that mess. What else does the collective wants to tell this person? You want to tell them that you met them in a very low time in your life when you were in an energy of needing to feel attached to someone, where the temptation was too strong for you to bear and you always fell in. You want to tell somebody that you met them in when you was a very codependent. and a very destructive energy. I feel like you also can realize that this is an energy that is still in this shadow self. They're in the shadow aspect, and you no longer want to live in your shadow aspect because it has done great numbers to you, but at the same time it has projected you into some sort of healing, into more of a high value than of a low value energy. It's like you're no longer staying in connections just because a connection looks good to have, to float around, for people to feel like they ought to be in competition. Let me tell you something. You don't compete where you don't compare. And also, as being a high value person here, you're not going to compete. You're just because something appears to look good and being in a relationship looks grand, you're not going to just be in a relationship if it's not if it's not clicking. If it's not clicking. Bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Pentacles. I feel like you're tired of giving to this energy and not receiving like the same, like reciprocity. I feel like you was very generous to this energy. I feel like, um, because you felt like you had to. You felt that there was a need to be very generous to this energy here. And I feel like with this being said, you're just going to continue to feed yourself. Like you're going to continue to be more generous to yourself, especially when it comes to um your ooh, sorry, y'all. Your material health, okay? It's 8:23. Now I'm going to go ahead and clarify the both of you's energies. What is the overall feelings? What are the overall feelings? Ace of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. I think that there's love there. Okay. Love will never be lost, but love is just not enough. Something about the stakes being higher than what they once were. I like my cards. I like my cards perfect, y'all. Me and my OCZ. Yeah, I just feel like, you just recognize the growth in discipline and consistency. And you realize that this energy hasn't grown as much as they say or think that they have. They're not as disciplined that they say that they are. And they're very consistent with blocking you out, doing the same thing that they've once done before. A repeated cycle here. And you just rather not. Okay, so what is the overall feelings that both the collective and this energy have towards one another? You have the Hermit. I feel like the both of you feel disconnected from each other. I feel like the both of you feel alone with each other. I feel like you're in your head about this energy. They're in their head about you. I feel like the collective energy is the both of you are, you know, it's over. You know it's over. Something about the emotional connection is done. It will not be the same. And what is this person's feelings and the collective's feelings towards each other? What are their thoughts towards each other? We have the Hangman. Just pause. I feel like the both of you just want to let go and just release and change because you realize that there is not the same. It's different than before. It's different than before. Yeah, something is not happening fast or quickly. I feel like both of you are still in that, well, maybe there's a, just maybe. Maybe if this were to happen, or maybe if that were to happen, maybe if this did, like, I feel like y'all both are in this stage of wanting to let go, but yeah, this is a strong soul tie. What are their hearts? What are they feelings towards each other, spirit? I was gonna say, what are their hearts saying to each other? What are they? What are they feelings for each other? We have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, this is so sad. It's so sad that something is blocking this connection from transpiring. It's like the both of you see each other as long-term success, worth the investment. I feel like you can be very talented, they are very talented, multiple businesses, generational wealth together. Like I feel like something separate but something together as well. And I feel like the both of you see this in each other. This is so sad. This is so sad. What are their soul feelings about each other? What is their spirit telling each other? What are their spirits telling each other, spirit? It was at the bottom of the deck and it came out. Ooh, child. So I don't know. For some of you, you can just be focusing more so on your stability, your Ten of Pentacles. Your Ten of Pentacles, you can be focusing just on pouring love elsewhere, not into connections. You can realize that the energy, this person is, again, in a shadow aspect. They are on a lower vibration than you, but at the same time, they do have contributions to this world as you do. And I feel like the two of you could be married. Meaning like you could get married. Not married, but maybe you were married to this person. Maybe you're still married to this person, but you're separated because this is an energy that is very lacks self-discipline when it comes to uh temptations. But the both of your souls, your spirits are like, this is a this is a union that is gonna be hard to like break from. This may be that connection where you just going to continuously pour into yourself. You know how a lot of people are like, oh, I'm done with love. I'm done. I'm single. This is what this is feeling like. And I feel like you are going to take the direction of the higher route. But this is an energy who, though they may be dumb, love, they're just going to have the superficial, sexual encounters and just have like, because they still in they shadow aspect. They can't just be alone, or when they were alone, or if they were or had an opportunity to be alone, they did not like it. So they want to make sure they have other counterparts around them to kind of help them through some lonely days or nights. Hmm. You and this person have a lot of history. Hmm. So what's the 3D actions that's going to be taken for this connection? What's going to happen? It's either you walking away, staying in your high value energy, focusing on yourself. I feel like there's preparation on either side. Maybe both of you are working on your passions. Because earlier in the read, this is an energy who wants to be able to be financially stable to take care of you. But I feel like you and this person needs to find balance within self. So I feel like you're going to work on your passions, you're going to work on your stability, your emotions is already there. So you're going to already have the complete balance there. But it's something here where the two of you are going in the opposite directions because it's something that y'all have to singularly focus on for yourselves before, if anything, coming back together or just being better people for other people, or just for yourself. But y'all are not facing each other like at all. At all. Y'all in each other's hearts and spirits and all of that. Might be on each other's minds, but definitely back to back. Huh. All right, now, what are the messages that the collective and this person want to tell one another? We got two coming out at the same time. We have the Queen of Swords and we have the Ten of Swords. I feel like the both of you have hurt each other. You may not feel like you've hurt this person here, collective, because you could have possibly been always honest. Okay. But I feel like a decision that you could have possibly did could have hurt this person, even though it didn't have anything to do with them. I feel like over time here, you could have learned that things that have nothing to do with the individual, you don't have to tell them because they're going to use that against you. I feel like this person knows that you didn't do something directly to them, but the way that they took it, they feel attacked personally. Even if they know that you didn't do something purposefully. I feel like okay. I feel like this is an energy who knows that they held on to something that had nothing to do with them and they made the choice to hurt you. Okay. I feel like you called this out. I feel like you called the differences out in the situation. I feel like someone judged you about something that happened before them, and this person took it out on you while you were together. And I feel like the both of you are very much in the same understanding. And I feel like this is the reason why there's a lot of hesitation and why there's a lot of distance. Because this is somebody who is not fully ready to be accountable, that they are in a shadow aspect, that they are making like very poor, low vibrational decisions, and you are not. I feel like you were very loyal to this individual. I feel like this person knows that you're very loyal. I feel like this person also knows that you can see right through them. And I feel like because this person feels that you can see right through them, they feel exposed. Like you can see all their wounds. You know when they're betraying you. You know when they're lying to you. You know when they're going through things. This person feels so naked around you. Like spiritually. So I feel like this is a person who feels judged. This person is like, yeah, this person is always in their head. They do a lot of things to hurt you because they feel like you're doing something to them, but you're not. Like this person has their own judgment of you, and it gets to them because they know that you're not intentionally trying to hurt them, but they are intentionally trying to hurt you. It's like somebody is trying to tell you in a pessimistic way, I'm going to show you, because it's like I wouldn't treat you this way if you didn't do this. But this is somebody who is not communicating the things that is making them uncomfortable that you're doing. They're just showing you in actions. Yeah, this is a kid. This is somebody who is still like in a very, yeah. What else? What are the messages for both? And it's like the both of you know this. You know this. You both know exactly where each other stand. Even though 1010, it is a completion, is a finalization, it is an ending. I feel like the both of you feel like it's going to be just too much work to try to invest in each other. It's just too much. It's just too much that's happened between you and this person, and that is the truth. That is the truth. I feel like you both know this. Whether the energy is saying it, they're showing you. You can possibly be communicating it, and you just in your energy, you're just not, doing the same things. You're not matching energy. Yeah, bottom of the deck. 5 of Cups. This is a complete loss. It's over. It's like, oh, this is so sad. Pessimism. Yeah, I feel like because somebody in their pessimistic ways, now they're gonna be sitting in some sort of regret because they brought on a lot of instability in this connection. I feel like this is somebody who brought on a lot of strife, a lot of challenges. And I feel like you had to walk away from this energy, even though it was, sad. It made you feel sad. You could have even felt like disappointed that this energy didn't want to fight for the connection, or they just couldn't. They just couldn't. I'm sorry. Like, this is somebody who is very weak. I'm sorry. They are. I'm trying to figure out what do I want to use as a closing message. Because some healing needs to take place. Y'all can't even see that. Grief, Grace, and Healing Oracle deck. You know, I've never read the guidelines to this. The guidebook. Maybe I will today. Let's go ahead and get some final message for both of these energies. What is the message, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels? So when you see this message, it may be on the 15th, but I am recording it on the 14th. Wait, is today the 14th? I said today is the 14th, right? Oh, today is the 15th. We may see it on the 16th. Lord. Let's see. We have healing. We have practice sacred self-care. The number 55 can be of significance. It says, make healing self-care non-negotiable. Everyday practice like eating well, resting, connecting with others, blowing off steam, and doing activities you enjoy are all sacred work because you are sacred. A precious natural resource. Honor the magnificence of your soul by caring for your human needs. Self-care is a shielding technique that bolsters your energetic defenses. Let's see what the God is saying about this card. 55. When I say I've never opened up this guidebook, it says you may have drawn this card because making time for self-care feels daunting right now. Working it into a busy schedule might come last on your daily to-do list. Caring for others, whether it's your young children, an elderly relative, or a sick animal, can also cause us to unconsciously shift our own self-care to the back burner of priorities. If you're feeling hollowed out by grief and loss, you may find the motivation or physical energy to maintain even basic self-care a laborious undertaking. Whatever drew you to this card, it's a hint that not taking your self-care more seriously is self-sabotaging your healing. Don't judge or chide yourself if you've let your self-care slip a little or even a lot. I couldn't even get those words out for real. If an illness or injury is inhibiting your self-care, do what you can and ask others for assistance. Performing even very minor acts of self-care now can be a powerful self-love practice for you. Self-care can be an act of devotion and a reminder of your inherent self-worth or soul worth. Nothing and no one can ever change that. Connect with the soft and nurturing sides of yourself and then direct that energy at the person looking back at you in the mirror. Get your own needs met and make it an offering of love. Self-care is calming, soothing, and healing to your sensitive system now, making it easier to stay grounded, centered, and separate from the energies and emotions of others around you. If you're very sensitive to the energy of others, okay, she's saying, see my self-care for empaths. She got to promote, y'all. All right, so for the action steps, it says aim for micro shifts that improve to yourself, that you are reprioritizing your self-care, like pausing to pick out a pretty pair of earrings in the morning, or enjoying a few meditative minutes alone gazing out at trees from a window seat while your toddler naps in the background, or slowly rubbing sweet-smelling lotion into your hands after cleaning the kitchen and pausing to inhale the aroma, or making an appointment with your doctor to discuss new options for treatment for treating a chronic condition, or asking your partner to massage your feet or your shoulders after a long day, or asking your roommate to help you put away the groceries, or calling a friend for a heart to heart and a good laugh, or picking up a treat for yourself at a local boutique, or making your favorite healthy, delicious smoothie to start your day. Remember that establishing a new healthy routine, like making your self care sacred, can take 3 weeks to become a habit. Connect with whatever practices make life feel sacred to you, and remind yourself that you are an extension of that same sacredness. If you identify as intuitive, empathic, or sensitive, remember that sometimes it's wise to make the conscious choice to witness and observe others instead of always feeling with them. Guys, I want to thank you so much for joining. I hope that the message helped and it resonated. This is all I have for you. Until next time, namaste.